Hey guys, welcome to another video. My name is Sanjit, and in this video, we'll be talking about the authority of the pilot in command. So, there's one thing that you should know, and this question will for sure come in your air regulations exams. Whatever happens to the aircraft, who is responsible? The pilot in command is responsible. He is the sole authority of the aircraft. So the question can come in two ways. Who is the sole authority of the aircraft? That's the pilot in command. Who is responsible for anything that happens to the aircraft? That's the pilot in command. All the decisions are taken by the pilot in command. So let's see how it's rule wise it's mentioned. So responsibility of pilot in command. The pilot in command of an aircraft shall, whether manipulating the controls or not, be responsible for the operation of the aircraft in accordance with the rules of the air, except that the pilot in command may depart from these rules in circumstances that render such departure absolutely necessary in the interest of safety. So, doesn't matter what, it always says that pilot in command is responsible, but it also says that this line is also expected in the exam, except that the pilot in command may depart from these rules in circumstances that render such departure absolutely necessary in the interest of safety. So, in the interest of safety, he can depart, or he can, uh, you know, uh, do slightly something different, but in general, the pilot in command, he or she, is responsible for the aircraft. Pre flight action. Before beginning a flight, the pilot in command of an aircraft shall become familiar with all available information appropriate to intended operation. Pre flight action for flights away from the vicinity of an aerodrome and for all IFR flight shall include a careful study of available current weather reports and forecast, taking into consideration fuel requirements and an alternative course of action if the flight cannot be completed as planned. So they are basically telling that pre-flight or before the flight, the pilot in command is responsible for all the planning for the flight, the fuel calculation, the navigational requirements, and everything that is related to the flight. If the aircraft is going to go IFR, again, full planning and alternate or a backup is also coming under the purview of pilot in command, right? Authority of the pilot in command of an aircraft. Again, this is important. The pilot in command of an aircraft shall have final authority as to the disposition of the aircraft while in command. This already we discussed. Problematic use of psychoactive substances. No person whose function is critical to the safety of aviation, safety sensitive personnel, shall undertake that function while under the influence of any psychoactive substance by reason of which human performance is impaired. No such person shall engage in any kind of problematic use of substances. So this particular thing is not completely coming under this subject, but it is given under the responsibility for compliance with the rules of the air and under the authority of responsibility of the pilot in command. So of course, psychoactive substance can include drugs, and this actually also includes alcohol basically. So the pilot in command, or any person, in fact the co-pilot, the cabin crew, or anybody who's responsible to the safety and operation of aircraft, is not supposed to be under the influence of any psychoactive substance. Okay, so that's it for this video. Feel free to ask your questions. Happy landings, guys. Cheers. Bye bye.